Hello and welcome to Jedite's Pagan vlog. Today I'd like to talk about performing exercises to develop your magical abilities. Now, when I originally started this series, my plan was to do a lesson and then give an exercise. I've been doing the lessons, but I've realized I've not actually been giving out a lot of exercises. So if you're planning on learning Wicca and Witchcraft from these from this series of videos, I apologize. I've not been giving out exercises. So this episode and next episode, I will be going ahead and covering all the exercises you need, so that if you've been watching this series, you'll get all the exercises you need up to this point, and then I'll make sure I do additional exercises going on. So, why exercises? Well, in a world with our fast-paced living and technological advancements, it is easy to become disconnected from our spiritual essence and from the natural rhythms of the universe. Many individuals seek solace in a deeper connection through various spiritual practices, and one path is Wicca. We are a nature-based religion rooted in ancient pagan traditions. At the heart of Wiccan practice lies the importance of mastering the basics of witchcraft. This video and the next one is meant to explore the significance of these foundational skills from a Wiccan point of view, highlighting the transformative power they hold in fostering personal growth, spiritual connection, and the manifestation of positive change. As Wicca is deeply rooted in reverence for nature and the divine forces that govern it, by practicing the basics of witchcraft, Wiccans engage in intimate dialogue with the natural world and the divine. It allows us to reconnect to the cycles of the seasons, the energies of the elements, and the spirit that resides in all living beings. In doing so, Wiccans honor our ancestral heritage and tap into a primal wisdom that transcends time, enabling us to align our lives with the ebb and flow of the universe. The journey of practicing the basics of witchcraft offers a profound opportunity of personal growth and self-transformation. Through study of essential witchcraft skills such as meditation, spellcasting, divination, and energy manipulation, we learn to harness our inner power, and these practices cultivate mindfulness, self-awareness, and intuition, empowering individuals to recognize and embrace our unique gifts and our unique strengths. And by delving into the basics, practitioners gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, fostering self-confidence and personal empowerment. As Wiccans view the world as an interconnected web of energy, the basics of witchcraft serve as a gateway to establishing a strong spiritual connection. Ritual ceremonies and daily practices rooted in Wiccan tradition provide a channel to commune with the divine, celestial forces, and spirit guides. These practices facilitate a deepening of one's relationship with the sacred, fostering a sense of inner peace, harmony, and spiritual fulfillment. By practicing the basics, Wiccans cultivate a heightened awareness of the divine presence in every aspect of life. Now, let's go ahead and discuss this week's exercises. And no matter how advanced you are, no matter how many years you've been practicing the craft, these basic exercises you will be going back to. You don't just master them and then move on. And that is very important to understand. So the first exercise is going to be simple object visualization. Think of a simple object, an apple, a candle, something very basic. And then close your eyes, and I want you to visualize that object in your mind. You want to try to see the object as vividly and detailed as possible. You want to notice its shape, its color, its texture, any distinct features of that item. You want it to be as real in your mind's eye as it would be if you were actually viewing that item with your actual eyes. Practice holding this image in your mind for as long as you can. If it begins to fade away, just bring it back and continue with it. Once you start getting the hang of that, start trying to manipulate it. If you're picturing an apple, start rotating in your mind so you can see it from all the different angles. Things like that. And then, once you're good with that, start with what we call progressive visualization. In this one, you're going to, again, get yourself comfortable. And you're going to want to visualize a relaxing scene. So, excuse you. Sorry, cat was under my desk starting to pull on wires. You're going to start with visualizing a relaxing scene, a beach or a park or a garden. Again, imagine this as detailed as possible as if you were looking at it with your actual eyes. You want to let your mind fill in the details, the sights, the sounds, the smells. And once you feel that you are really in the scene, imagine yourself moving through it, exploring different areas and interacting with the environment. And allow your mind, your imagination to roam freely and create this rich sensory experience as you move through the visualization. So why do we need to do these two visualizations? And that is a lot of magic is built off of visualization. Hey, hold on. Excuse you. Excuse you. Hi. We got new cats at my house. And this one's being a troublemaker, aren't you? Aren't you? Okay. Say hi to the internet. Hi. Okay. So why do we practice these two visualizations? These are very fundamental when it comes down to magic. Let's say you want to perform a healing spell. You're going to start with visualizing a sphere of energy. And this is going, and as you do that, the subconscious parts of your mind that are actually responsible for working the magic, they will start to build that sphere of energy. And you want it to be vivid because you want to be able to look into your hands and see that sphere of energy. If you're doing healing magic, it's usually going to be a blue, or all the whites and yellows would also be common colors too. So the ability to see it very clearly is very important. And you want to be able to hold it as long as possible. Because some of this spell work that does require these type of skills do take quite a while. As far as the progressive visualizations, be able to move around a scene that you're visualizing, that'll come in very handy if you're doing scrying, if you're doing some forms of divination work, when you visit the Akashic records, which we have not touched on yet. That's where those visualizations will come from. But once you get the hang of that one, right, can you good? Now, once you get the hang of those, though, or at least you've started getting it, move into grounding and centering. And I know I've talked about visualization, I've talked about grounding and centering before, so bear with me. Grounding and centering is a practice that once you, when we perform magic, when we perform spells, we are going to raise energy. That is the energy that we will use to actually run the spell. Once you are done, grounding and centering is going to help you dissipate the extra energy that you did not use. Grounding and centering are practices that help connect with the Earth's energies, establish a sense of stability and balance within yourself. They are commonly used in very spiritual and energy-based practices, including Wicca. Grounding involves connecting with Earth's energy and anchoring yourself in the present moment. It helps you release excess energy, negative emotions, and distractions, allowing you to feel more centered and rooted. To practice grounding, follow these steps. This is a very basic way of doing it. Sorry. Again, new cats, they're discovering all the ways they can get into trouble in the house. Hold on 1 second. No moment. You? You. Come here, you two. See? I have 2 of them. Aren't they cute? Hi. Sorry. The joys of doing these videos live. Okay, so when you're ready to start grounding, first thing you're going to want to do is find a quiet and comfortable place. You can do it standing, but I find sitting to be a lot easier. Take yourself a few deep breaths, relax, and then you will begin with visualization. Visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet or from the base of your spine if you're sitting. And these roots extend down into the earth. Deep into the earth, they branch off, burying themselves deeper and firmer into the earth as they reach down towards the earth's core. After that, visualize any extra energy, extra stress as unwanted bits of glowing light. Picture those bits of light throughout your body shifting down towards those roots, down into the roots, and then as they go down and dissipate into the earth. And know that that extra energy will be recycled by Mother Earth as needed. Once you've done this, begin drawing up energy from Earth. Draw up the Earth's energy through the roots and into your body. Feel it flowing through your body, filling you with a sense of stability and strength. After a few moments, begin reversing the initial visualization. See those roots retracting back up into you, and as they dissipate away. And then after that, you're done. Once you get, it might take, if you're new at visualization, you're new at doing this, it can take 5-10 minutes, but once you're getting good at it, only a couple minutes a day is all you'll need. I like to do it personally in the evenings after a long day of work, where I can get rid of all that extra energy that I've picked up during work. Then there is centering. Centering involves finding that energetic center and balancing in your mind, your body, and your spirit. It helps you feel focused, calm, and aligned within yourself. You'll start with closing your eyes and taking a few deep breaths. Bring your attention inward and let go of any distractions or any racing thoughts. Visualize a point in the center of your body, usually around the solar plexus or your heart area. Imagine this point as a radiant, glowing light. As you focus on this center point, feel your energy gathering and settling into that point. Allow any scattered or imbalanced energies to be drawn inward, creating a sense of harmony and equilibrium. Embrace a feeling of calmness and centeredness. Imagine the energy within you radiating outwards, creating a balanced and harmonious aura around you. Stay in the centered state for as long as you need, feeling a sense of inner balance and alignment within yourself. Now, both of these practices, the grounding and the centering, can be practiced individually and should be done at least once a day, especially if you're new, and especially before or after you've done magical workings. They can also be practiced as a group. Now, once you start getting these down, You're also going to want to start working into your daily practice a basic meditation. I'm not going to go into the exact how to do meditation. I am not. Well, I can do meditation. I don't think I'm really good enough to teach people about it. But there are a billion different tutorials on the internet and countless number of books that will teach you far better than I ever could. You don't have to be able to meditate for 20 hours a day. Even a couple of minutes a day is better than nothing, and you can just work your way up from there. Once you have gotten to that point, and you're really starting to get into the magical practices, start building an altar. I've done a video introducing the altar setup, and altar tools, and I would suggest you go back and review that one. It was a long, I think 2 videos I did, and I'm not going to repeat everything there. I think I did it a lot better in those videos. Now, and then once you start getting good at meditation, start with shielding. That's another very basic skill that you need. And that's the last one I'm going to cover in today's video. So shielding is being able to create an energy shell around you to protect you from unwanted energies. And it is going to be built off of, again, visualization. So you're going to go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable position. Give your mind a few breaths, and give your mind a few minutes to relax. Or a few moments, I should say, to relax. After that, I would suggest doing some grounding to get rid of the excess unwanted energies that are already present within your body. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and do a quick centering. Notice how all of these work together. And these are common practices that you will be doing regularly throughout your practice. Once you are calm, once you're centered, begin picturing a glowing shell of energy just a few inches from your body, all over your body. I like to picture this shell with a color similar, a silvery color like chrome or like mercury, so that any unwanted energies reflect off of it as if it was a mirror. Hold that image for as long as you can, and then allow it to fade from your mind, knowing that the shell itself is not fading from around you, but simply you are letting it go from your conscious mind, and know that the part of your unconscious mind that actually controls a lot of magic will be taking over. That energy shell will protect you from a lot of unwanted energies, and you should top it off on a regular basis. You should also do a grounding meditation from time to time to take any extra energy that gets caught in that shell from the outside world and to flush it away and return to Earth to be recycled. Now, these are, as I said, just some very basic exercises. We will cover more in next week's episode, which I do these lesson exercises every Tuesday, and I do a sermon on every Thursday. So thank you for joining me. Again, I apologize that I've not been giving out the exercises with each lesson. I will get better about that one going forward, but we are going to get you caught up. These exercises do take a little while to get good at, so if they don't come naturally to start, just keep going. Just keep practicing on them, and you'll find soon enough you'll get good at them. Alright, thank you, take care, and until next time, may you blessed be. And if I can also remind you, check out my website at wiccan.pw. It's got a lot of directions for all this stuff, plus much more there in my Book of Shadows. Take care.